There are funny quotes. Just listen to it. And before I get married, I had 6 theories about bringing up children. Now I have 6 children and no theories. I don't know. I don't have kids, but it was just funny. So I brought it. What the world needs is more geniuses with humility. There are so few of us left. I just interpret this in my way, like in a way that is useful to me. That's maybe I'm genius with humility. Maybe I'm genius who doesn't know she's a genius. And maybe I'm the perfect individual that world needs. You know what I mean? I hope you get it. Always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. Always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. I went to pharmacy and there was this lady with a kid and her husband, and there were many people in that pharmacy. And for some reason, that lady was angry at other man. She was like very furious and very upset, and the guy who was angry at just ignore her, like say sorry, like he didn't want to deal with this crazy woman or something. And she was more mad, she was more upset, like he wasn't do anything now, but like this woman is really like crazy and everybody's looking at her because she's making a very big noise. And it seemed like that man, the other man was successful of winning that fight. Yes, just if you forgive someone, I think it accomplishes both rabbit. You catch both rabbit. Do you say in English as well? Because in Korea we say 두 마리 토끼를 잡는다, and it means catch two rabbit at the same time. So that's by one action, by one acting out, you accomplish 2 different goals, it means. So anyway, if you forgive someone, you are comfortable with yourself inside, and also you annoy the opponent. So it is really a best strategy possible, I think. Yes, where were we? When you go into court, you are putting your fate into the hands of 12 people who weren't smart enough to get out of jury duty. In Korea, we don't have jury duty, but when I read this, it's really funny. How insecure to go into that court if you have if you did something really bad, like but if you just perceive of this before you go into that room, you will be able to make plans for that individuals. Next, sometimes I worry about being a success in a mediocre world. Sometimes I worry about being a success in a mediocre world. How is this? How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? Quotes. You know, striving to be successful, you try to improve yourself, and you study a lot, and you start to see this world as very imperfect and full of mediocre events. Because mediocre is mediocre for a reason. You try to excel. Excel means that it's rare. It's highest 10% or 1%, like that. As you succeed to reach that level of excel in many ways in your life, you just know this world is really mediocre and really full of people who doesn't make sense. And maybe sometimes I will think like that, like what is the point of winning this mediocre world? What is the point? If I am a successful person, if I am a winner, if I am the most adapted person in this world, if I happen to be like that, like really be successful in this world, not really great world, what does it makes me? Who am I? What am I? Am I great if I just be the most adapted person in this world? If I get to be the most adapted person in this mediocre world, in this crazy world, in this really not making sense world? It's possible to think like that, and it's quite funny ideas. Next, if the lessons of history teach us anything, it is that nobody learns the lessons that history teaches us. If the lessons of history teach us anything, it is that nobody learns the lessons that history teaches us. Okay, I'm reading this book now. I don't know what English title for this, but this is the story of Alexander Solzhenitsyn, the Russian writer. And in this book, he also says like the people who massacred lots of people in the 수용소, that people didn't know what's going to happen to them, because in history it is proven that people in that kind of situation, of course, the Korean movement is good. They get to get more power by killing people, and they are the top of that pyramid, and they enjoy a lot of things. But history has proven that those states will not last. Those people who engaged in that will eventually be murdered or be massacred as well. That is proven by history, but the writer is saying they didn't know that. Like, history has proven all that, and they didn't even care, or they are too stupid to know that. Yes. See you in the second video, because it's getting too long. See you in the second video of codes. Just keep going there.